In today's video, we are talking about my favorite games on all of these systems. We've got the PlayStation 5, we have the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox Series S. The first console that I want to talk about is the PlayStation 5, my latest console, and I've got lots of games to show you guys. The first game that I want to talk about on this list is Returnal. Returnal is the first game that comes to my mind when wanting to talk about PlayStation 5 games. The thing that I like about it is we are in this sort of sci-fi universe that I've never seen before, and we have these aliens that we get to shoot and kill, and I like to pick up all the items and just to explore these different rooms that we are in, and every time you die you're sort of in a brand new sort of realm in this universe, and you get brand new rooms and stuff like that, so it's always changing. And I really like this game, and it's really fast paced, and I really like that game. So Returnals is my first recommendation on the list of game recommendations. The next game that I recommend for you guys is Ratchet and Clank. It is a PlayStation 5 exclusive as well, and it was so hard to buy because spending $130 for a video game is like, you know, you never know if it's going to be good or not. And I was like, I don't know whether I want to buy this or not. But when I finally did, I was very impressed by the gameplay. The world building is unbelievable. I love the characters. I love just exploring the world too. It is just an amazing, awesome sci-fi adventure video game. I really recommend it for anyone, and I love that you can sort of teleport between different places as well. It's so awesome. I definitely recommend Ratchet and Clank for the PlayStation 5. The next game that I absolutely love is Stray. So Stray is about this cat, and you're basically exploring this cyberpunk sort of post-apocalyptic universe, and it is just so colorful, and I love the beautiful world that it's sort of built around it. It is so awesome. So that's another game that you guys have to play. I love solving the puzzles as well, that, you know, it's not sort of one of those games where you can hack and slash your way through. It's one of those games where you have to really use your mind and find ways to solve these puzzles and locate different items, and to locate them and give them to different characters as well. When I first picked it up, I played it for an hour straight, and you know, it's just one of those games that I'm just going to keep going back to. So Stray is on the list. I love it. So the next game on the list is the Crash Bandicoot N-Sane Trilogy. So this is a cross-platform game, but what I love about this is it's on the PlayStation Extra. What I love about it is when I was playing the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2, I was playing Crash Bandicoot all the time. It's just going back to the good old days of my childhood and really reminiscing over video games. And you get the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games remastered, and it just looks absolutely amazing. It has the PlayStation 4 compatibility as well, so if you have the PlayStation 4, never fear, there's a game there for you as well. But it's also cross-compatible between all of these consoles, and it's such a great value. You're getting basically 3 games. It's really good, and it's such a trip back to our childhood with that game, so I definitely recommend it. The next games that I recommend is the Miles Morales and Spiderman Remastered. So both games are set in New York City, and it looks absolutely amazing. The web swinging is so much fun. Killing the bad guys are so much fun as well. The battle mechanics is just absolutely top tier. I love exploring that universe, and you could just play for hours just web slinging. That's what I've been doing, and just exploring the universe and just having fun doing that. But also, the story mode is fantastic, all the bad guys are amazing, and I'm really enjoying that game. And the last game that I want to talk about in this list is Ghost of Tsushima. So this game is built in this sort of Shogun universe, and is the most beautiful game that I've got on this list today. Seriously, the world is absolutely amazing. You can ride a horse around for hours just collecting items and just exploring the universe. It is unbelievably amazing, and I love how it's sort of based in the Shogun, sort of Mongolian Empire, and it's so sick with samurais, and you got so much cool stuff going on. It really, really is awesome. You guys need to play that game if you have a PlayStation 5. A lot of people have been raving on about it. I finally got it, and I'm just like, wow, this game is beautiful. So you guys need to play that. Alright, so for the Xbox, the games I recommend are cross-compatible with both the PlayStation 5, and some of the games can be compatible with the Nintendo Switch. There's only one game that's Xbox only, and that would be Microsoft Flight Simulator. So Microsoft Flight Simulator is basically just a simulator where you just fly around different areas, but it's cool because you can explore different worlds that you've never seen before, and it's based on real world simulations. So you can explore Egypt, you can explore Mount Everest, which is not something that you could do every single day. So I definitely recommend it, and you can download lots of content such as like Japan, Tokyo, and you can see all these different places in the world that you've never seen before and fly over it. It's just more of a relaxing game that I like because, you know, I like to just chill and just fly over certain places and just see things I've never seen before. So I recommend Microsoft Flight Simulator. The next games I've been playing the most would be Elden Ring. So Elden Ring, played for hours and hours. The story is absolutely insane. The world building is insane. It's definitely like top contender for Game of the Year. Elden Ring has to be up there with one of the greatest games almost of all time. It's definitely my favorite game of 2022. I just played hours and hours of that, and I like just going around Limgrave and going around and just hacking and slashing things and collecting points and runes and leveling up my character. And then, yeah, it's just sick. Like, there's so much to explore in that world, and it just is forever expanding. It's absolutely amazing. It's definitely difficult to get into though. You know, when I first got into the game, I was very scared because it was very challenging, and I didn't think that I'd be very good at Souls games. But once I sort of settled into the game, it was a lot of fun, and I definitely recommend it for anyone that's looking for not only a challenge, but a beautiful game with an amazing storyline for you to just get straight into. No doubt that you've already played it already, but if you haven't, definitely it's a cop. The next game that I've been playing a lot is WWE 2K22. I love just creating all these match simulations with all my favorite wrestlers, and also just creating all these wrestlers from scratch as well. And you have your own sort of story modes that you can build with create a character, make your own matches with that, and there's so much that you could do. There's also the GM mode, which is fun. And yeah, I just like the exhibition matches and just having fun with that, you know, creating dream matches that you've never seen before. Like, you could have The Rock versus Roman Reigns, for example. It's a match that everyone wants to see, so it's always a fun game to get for anyone. So WWE 2K22 is actually on my list. The next couple of games are actually cross-compatible between all of our systems. So the next game that I've been playing a lot is Minecraft on the Xbox. So it's just fun because it's a world-building game where you could just kind of do anything. It's kind of limitless, and you have this limitless world that you're in as well, and you can just keep exploring it for hours and hours and do so much of it. There's no doubt that you've probably played Minecraft before, and it's definitely one of those games where it's just going to be forever lasting as one of the greatest games of all time. Even 11 years on since its creation, it's still amazing, and it's just fun to build new worlds and, you know, explore the new worlds there as well. So it's just so much fun, and right now I'm sort of playing the Nintendo Switch version and sort of building inside this mountain. I'm sort of filling it with space, so taking away all the stuff, and I'm sort of building my own level to myself of this mountain. So it's always fun, and you can create your own projects. It's kind of the creativity of the video game is just limitless. You can do whatever you want with it, so I love it. It's amazing. Love Minecraft. And also, the next game is Crash Team Racing. I've been playing that on the Xbox. So much fun. Just what a trip back to my childhood as well, like reminiscing over Crash Team Racing and stuff like that. It's just absolutely awesome. Another game that's just so much fun for anyone to play, and that's cross-compatible with all systems as well, so definitely an instant cop for you guys. And while we're talking about cross-compatible games, we've also got Mortal Kombat 11. I love just fighting in that game. Like, the fighting mechanics is so much fun. It is an 18+ game, but when you're 18, you can definitely get that game. It's so much fun. Oh man, playing Sub-Zero and you're just using the freeze thing, it's just so sick. And the final game that I have for the Xbox is Fall Guys. So Fall Guys is the only free game that I have on this list, but it's so much fun. You guys need to play it. It is so much fun. It's like a party game where you have like 30 different people live, and you have to get through all these random arenas, and then you go through different obstacles, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's sort of like a battle royale type of game because it's the last one standing, and the last one standing is the winner. And yeah, you just sort of have fun that way. And there's it's one of those games where you don't have to take too seriously. You can just relax and play with your friends. Fall Guys, it's a lot of fun. And now we're gonna go to the Nintendo Switch. The first game that I can think of for the Nintendo Switch would be Mario Kart 8. So Mario Kart 8 is the best racing game for fun. Seriously, it is so much fun. I really like it. It's such a cool arcade game. Mario Kart is just one of the greatest racing games of all time, like the whole series, and I love it so much. And I love just driving around all these new arenas, and we just got expansion packs for Mario Kart 8 that are instant downloads as well, so highly recommend it for anyone. And the next games for the Nintendo Switch that I recommend would be Pokemon Sword and Shield. So they also have expansion packs that are really fun to explore, but the main base game has really awesome stuff in it, and it's really fun to just go back into this Pokemon world. But, you know, I grew up with the 2D Pokemon world with Pokemon Yellow, and I've been playing ever since. And this game was such a step up from the original Pokemon games, and I've played so much of it. And what I found really fun with Pokemon Sword and Shield was when you play like online with your friends, and you can trade Pokemon, but also explore the world with those gigantic Pokemon and stuff like that, and just find new areas with them. Of course, Super Smash Bros. Is on my list. Seriously, what an awesome game. It's probably one of the greatest arcade battle games of all time. I've been playing it since Super Smash Bros. Brawl. But yeah, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is one of the best Super Smash Bros. Games of all time. You can play online, compete, you can play by yourself. Yeah, it's really fun to unlock all the characters and play with them, and you can also download DLC characters as well and expand on the game. It's fun to just battle in all the different, you know, battle scenes and all that sort of stuff. It's a lot of fun. That versus Mortal Kombat, I'll probably say Super Smash Bros. Is more playable for everyone than Mortal Kombat 11, 100%. And a couple of other games that are also cross-compatible and newer to these consoles. So the first game is Hades. Been playing that a lot lately. Really fun. I love how it looks on the Nintendo Switch, and the way it plays on the Nintendo Switch is so suitable for this console. So I love how you're in this sort of Greek mythologic world, but you also have this cool platformer look to it, and it just looks sick. You're in these different rooms. You got a couple of bad guys, and you got to sort of hack and slash your way through it, collect the items, upgrade your items. There's nothing really more to it rather than just hacking, slashing, collecting items, and just dominating. So It's really fun. And then if you die, you can just start over again. And yeah, it's just one of those games where you're just happy just starting over again. It doesn't bother you too much and you can just keep going forever. It's really, really fun. The next video game, which is new, is called Tunic. So I started playing this game recently and it just looks absolutely amazing. It's about a fox and you're sort of exploring this world. And it's also a bit of a hack and slasher, but you also in this 2D platformer and you have to collect items on the way. Not everything is given to you, so you go into these random rooms to collect the items. Yeah, it's just a really beautiful game, and it's just so suitable for the Nintendo Switch, so I highly recommend that game. And the last game that I recently picked up too is called Arise. So Arise is one of the most beautiful games that I've ever seen for the Nintendo Switch. You have to adjust time, and then you could attach onto stuff like bees and plants, and then you can continuously go through this puzzle, and it's puzzles using time in a way. Like the way to get through is by changing the time to get to the other side of the map. Overall, I recommend all those games. Arise is a beautiful game, once again, and highly recommend it for anyone to play. I don't think a lot of people have heard about it, so if you haven't played it before, definitely get it. It is just so beautiful. There's a demo version as well that you can play, so have a look at the demo version. If you like it, download the full version. So overall, I've just given you a whole bunch of games for you guys to play. If you have any recommendations, make sure you put them down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.